Hello, good afternoon. My name is Bonnie with EB Custom Exteriors. I'm here to do this repair work evidence video to this roof. So I was hired to do this job. Now what we're looking at here is the fact that the shingles are pretty much at the end of its life. We're looking at a lot of granular loss and stuff. There's a lot of damaged shingles due to these terms. And this is not easy to repair because we're looking at so much granular loss. And sometimes when we do this repair works, what we cause is a little bit more damage. So I want you to be with me as I'm doing this video for you guys can actually see it. The proper way to actually fix this problem is by doing the whole roof. Okay, so beginning with, here we got the information. So today's date right there. So November 10th of 2025. This is Allstate Insurance claim number right there, and that's number 8, by the way. All right, this is the shingle I'm using right here. That's damage right there, and right there as well, all those damaged shingles. This is the front slope of the house. Besides roof condition, there's a lot of algae right there. Looking at granular loss pretty much everywhere right there, and that's literally all over the roof, such as here and here and in many different spots. That's the back slope right there. Looking at missing shingles, many other damaged ones over there, missing shingles as well. All right, so this is the area I'm working on right here. That's the damaged shingle. I always track that shingle right there. But why I mark all this is because when you get repairs, you do damage some more shingles, even though you try to be as careful as possible. But again, this is a 25-year tree-top shingle, and the roof itself, it's around 15 to 18 year old. So that can tell you that this is pretty much coming to the end of the service life. All right, so please be with me as I get this job done. I'm gonna put you guys right here. Make sure you can watch me. By the way, before I can do that, these are my working tools. Those are my working tools for you guys can see them, all right? Just put it right here. Please be with me. I'm sorry if I'm so covered. The thing is, it's a cold day. It's pretty windy. Not as cold, but it's a little too windy. All right, so this is the one that's getting out. We must nail these areas. So please be with me. You might be able to see that we got a lot of granular loss as I'm doing this. I'm sure you can actually see that. See, and it's even so easy to just open this area since it's not much of glue underneath. As I said, the roof is coming to the end of its life. All right. The nails out, beginning with right there. It just went through the shingle. That's the main thing we're trying to avoid, but it just went through the shingle.
Alright. First line is out. See the other ones. It's all the way over there. Hold on. No, not that one. It's this right here. You might be able to see all these granules falling off. As you see, I'm not lifting this more than what I'm supposed to. And even then you see a lot of granules, but again, that is because of the roof starters. This. Alright, apparently this is pretty much done. Let's see. Still got another one. There you go. Shingles out. Now let me show you this. Number one thing is always getting the nail off. It just went through the shingle. That was supposed to happen if the shingle were still in good shape, which is not the case. So you see that right there. Such is right here. See this big of a hole? That's because the nail went through the shingle. That wasn't supposed to be the case. But again, that's because the shingle itself is coming to the end of its life. It's not usable. So that's why we get those issues. Alright. It's almost no granules. That's another fact. Alright. Let's get that thing done. You're still watching me? Alright. Alright, let's get this done. Starting from here. Nice. So I went down on this side. Try to be as cautious as possible. All right. Got those two nails in already. Move on with the next thing. One right here. You gotta use different spots. I can't really use the same holes because if not, it wouldn't make any sense. It wouldn't be strong enough. So I got it installed in a different spot. Okay, how are we doing here? Different one. Almost there. Okay. Almost done here. Two there. Okay, this is good. That's right here. All right, we're done here. Now, let's take a look on that new shingle in. That's how it looks like. Now let's take a look on this. You see this thing? There you can see it. It's right there. Not only that one, but the top. You see this thing right here? Right there. It's pretty clear. And again, we try to be as cautious as possible. But as I said, this particular shingle is pretty much at the end of its life. And so trying to do some repairs on a roof like this, it is definitely not the proper way. So the best way to actually get it done and have no problems at all is by actually getting the whole roof done. So I'll ask you guys to consider looking at this thing. Shingle number 8 here, as you can see, it starts to crease right there. Like, you may not see as strong, but you can start to see a little bit. But the main thing is, and also this one right here. So now we're looking at another shingle right there. That was shingle number 7 right here. See? Right there. That's shingle number 7. Shingle number 8 is the one that's got just a little bit of it. But right here, shingle number 3, right over here. Those two right there. This huge line. And shingle number 6. That's 6 right there, and it is right here. You can see it right there. Expect pictures as well. You'll see them on the same link. Alright, that's what we got going on. Again, the best thing to solve this problem is by getting the whole roof down. So I'll ask you guys to please take a look on the video and consider our replacement for the homeowner. Thank you so much.